Malone men's basketball back underway for the 2023-2024 season here on the live stream. Billy Beebe back with you. Thank you for joining us pregame. I am joined by the brand new coach of Malone men's basketball, Charlie Wallwrap. Coach, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me, Billy.
Let's start with the basics here, Coach. For anybody that wants to get to know you, let them know where you come from, how you got to Malone, and what interested you to come here.
Yeah, definitely. So the past 3 years prior to taking this job, I was the associate head coach up at Northern Michigan University. Last year, we won the GLIAC and won a game in the NCAA tournament, and just applied for the Malone job last summer, and went through the process and was lucky enough to get offered the job. And what intrigued me about the job was I was looking at the athletic department. There's just people that have been here for 15, 20, 25 years, and you wonder why are people at the small Christian university in Canton, Ohio for that amount of time. And it's just a special place, and that's why they stay there. And it certainly helped that my wife and I could move out of the UP and into a little bit of a warmer climate and get some civilization. My wife's favorite restaurant is Chipotle, and now we live 1 minute away from one instead of 3 hours. So, just little things like that helped us make this transition too.
Yeah, a lot of great options to eat in Canton, and welcome, of course, to you guys. Coach, take us back a little further. Where does your love of basketball come from?
Yeah, I mean, just as a kid growing up, played it since I was 5, and played it all over the world. Actually, my dad worked for the U.S. government, so we moved around a lot, and I played it pretty much everywhere on 4 continents. And played college basketball at a small school outside of Kansas City called Benedictine College, and had a good career there. And after that, played overseas in England for a year, and had a ton of fun doing that. Our team over there had a lot of success and won some championships and things like that. And basketball's just been a part of my life forever, and now I'm lucky enough that I get to be around it for a living.
Coach, with a change like this, especially in the NCAA, going to be a lot of roster turnover. How does all that work with transfers and roster change? And obviously, we're going to see some new names, correct?
Yeah, no. August was a crazy month. I never want to go through that month again in my life. Trying to coordinate a move with my wife and buy a house, and also put together a whole brand new team, basically. There were only 5 returners that stuck around with me, and then there were 3 players that were signed with Malone that decided to stay as well. So only 8 players in the team, and in 3 weeks recruited 9 new bodies, and just saw the roster. And in 3 weeks getting 9 new players signed is crazy. But I'm excited about a lot of the guys, and the biggest thing I like about them is, for the most part, they're all great people and great members of Malone and in our program, and represent us well. And a lot of new faces out on the court, but I'm excited to see what we can do this year.
Run us through some of those names, Coach. Who do you expect to be making a big difference for your team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, first and foremost, Simon Blair returns, guy that played about 30 minutes a game for them last year, and I believe in Simon. I think he can be the best point guard in the GMAC this year, and he's just so quick and tough, and can shoot it, obviously, 46% from 3 last year, and I just fully believe in Simon. Another guard that will help lead us this year is Trey Baumgartner. 2 years ago, started almost every game at Ashland, and was at Shawnee State this past year. And he's a 6th-year player, actually, has a medical red shirt and used the COVID year, and he's older and just more experienced, and that certainly helps us. Talik Walker came over from Alderson Broaddus. He was a 2-year starter for them, just a tough dude, 3-and-D guy, really smart player. 2 other players from Alderson Broaddus will help us as well, Jalen Etheridge and Frazier LaRoque. That school closed down, unfortunately, I think the day after I got the Malone job. But it turned out really well for our program. 3 of our top 8 guys are from Alderson Broaddus. Aaron Badebo is a guy that didn't play a lot for Malone last year, but really, really talented. I expect a lot out of him this year. Caleb Connor, he'll start at the 5 for us, and he's really, really talented, and I expect a lot out of him, and just really excited about his potential career here at Malone. You know, it's going to be a redshirt sophomore here, and so 2 years left after this year, and I think he's going to have a hell of a career here. The last guy that will kind of be in our main rotation is Carter Pyatt, true freshman that's just tough as nails and can knock down open threes, and he's going to make all the little winning plays for us. And he's someone that I'm just really excited to help, be in my program, help build this foundation this year and into the future.
And Coach, you mentioned the GMAC. You have some experience playing GMAC teams, and what do you expect this season being in the GMAC?
Yeah, somewhat familiar with it. You know, we played up in Northern Michigan. We played Hillsdale twice, beat them in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and also played Northwood. Other than that, it's just seeing a lot of teams on film, and just really respect the coaches in the conference and the teams. And it's a really, really tough league with coaches that have been around a while, and I'm just anxious and excited to sharpen my teeth against these guys and see what we're made of. And, we were picked 12th of the 13 teams in the preseason poll, and, we've used that as motivation. And I don't think we're a 12th place team. Obviously we'll see what happens, but, we got to go prove ourselves and play the games in the court.
All right, Coach, one more basketball question, then we'll have a little bit of fun, let people get to know you before I let you go. Describe your style of coaching.
Yeah, style of coaching. First thing I think is relationship based. I want to get to know my guys off the court and really learn their games on the court, and that's I feel like I can coach them best. And I'm pretty calm, pretty calm and cool and collected demeanor, and I want to be the coach that I would have liked to have played for, and not be a crazy screamer or all over the place. And I want to feel calm so that my players feel calm out on the court. If I'm calm, I can make good decisions, and they can see that, reflect that on the court. I'll get on them when we need that. And I think also that makes more of an impact when I, need to yell at them, because I don't do it every second. So they remember it more and truly listen at that point in time. So, I think that's the way I want to coach this team.
All right, Coach, first question. Your favorite basketball player growing up?
Paul Pierce is actually my favorite player. I'm a Kansas Jayhawk fan. My parents both went to Kansas. My little sister was an athlete there, and so when Paul Pierce was drafted by the Celtics, became a Celtics fan, and Paul Pierce was my guy. So 2008 winning the NBA Finals was a fun time to be a Celtics fan. So.
Kind of an unexpected answer. I like it.
Yep, a little different for sure.
If you had to have a meal, would you go burgers or wings?
Ooh, tough call. I think burgers. There's this place actually up in the UP in Marquette called the Burger Bus, which is my favorite burger I've ever had. And if I had to choose between the two, I think I'd go burger.
I like it. Are you an action movie guy or a comedy movie guy?
Good question. Comedy movie. We'll go with comedy. I'm a big Will Ferrell fan, so we'll go comedy movie there.
Love it. Coach, thank you so much for the time today. Welcome to Malone University, and we'll be excited to do your games all season long.
Definitely. Thanks, Billy. Hope you have a good one.